Hi, I'm Midge Ure, ex Ultravox, Visage, Band-Aid, Thin Lizzy, a whole pile of other things. And I'm about to go under the probe with musicfiends.com. What does everyone else seem to like that you can't stand? I'm not sure if everyone seems to like this, but something I can't stand and have refused to do my entire career is DJ dance remixes. In the old days, you used to make a 12-inch version of your tracks, so you would aim towards a kind of dance-orientated thing. They're just elongated versions. But the idea of having a DJ come in and put music right across all the chords and all the structure that you've spent ages making, and then come out with this atonal nonsense is absolutely abhorrent to me. So I'd rather be working in a fast food restaurant than do that. If there was a time machine and you could travel back to anywhere at any point in time, where, when would it be and why? Oh, I don't know. I think I've always been fascinated with Hollywood 1930s, maybe up to 1940s. It was a kind of an interesting era. Design was great, Art Deco. Clothes really cool looking, big shoulders, big lapels, very smart. There seemed to be a time, unless you were in the middle of the Depression, that is, a time that was excessively glamorous in an industry that was still in its infancy. And I think that would have been a great thing. Also, wouldn't it have been cool being, a singer of a big band or travelling the country? I mean, I can't imagine it would be particularly comfortable, but touring around America with a big band, doing all the dance halls and stuff must have been quite fun. What's my favourite conspiracy theory? Oh dear, I don't like conspiracy theories. We all have them. We all get sucked in. It's like a vortex, isn't it? You start reading things on social media and you end up getting sucked down a rabbit hole thinking, well, is that possible that could have happened? And I'm sure a lot of conspiracy theories are based on hints of reality, but they just get like Chinese whispers. They start with something that's based on fact, and then by the time it's gone round 100 people, it bears no resemblance to what the actual story was all about. So I'm not a conspiracy theory fan, so I don't have a favourite one of those at all. If you were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, who are three people you'd want on your team? I don't know. I mean, life is a zombie apocalypse. Three people you'd want on your team. I mean, it'd have to be someone who was exceptionally good at dealing with zombies. So I don't know, someone who's practical. Maybe not someone who would fight, but someone who could make you avoid, face-to-face contact with zombies. Somebody who knew, the easy way out. The idea of doing a kind of Schwarzenegger, one-on-one battle with these things doesn't appeal at all. I think I'd rather be able to slip out the back door and avoid it, if possible. If you could choose a superpower, what would you pick? Well, I don't know. Is it a superpower? If you're slightly follically challenged, could you have a superpower that made your hair grow back? I don't think so. No, I'd look ridiculous with hair now. So no, superpower. Everyone would love to be able to fly, except I'm not very good with heights. If you knew your superpower wasn't going to run out, then flying would be phenomenal, wouldn't it? It would certainly save a lot of hanging about airports. What music do you have on heavy rotation lately? When you're a musician, you tend to, well, I certainly do, I tend to analyse music when I hear it rather than listen to it for enjoyment. And I shouldn't. It's the producer in me. I deconstruct what I hear and figure out why it sounds the way it does. And I'd rather not do that. So I tend to listen to film music. I tend to listen to a lot of the composers, the kind of young composers coming out of places like Iceland. Sigur Rós and all those guys, Olafur Arnalds and whatever. They just they make these beautiful pieces of filmic music, not necessarily for film, but for the films in your own head. So I think that's what I've got in Heavy Rotation.